just in case you were wondering, no, we still don't have power at the house. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, not one line guy, one line truck, whatever you want to call him, from PSEG has been seen in my neighborhood. Saw a lot of them in Smithtown last night, but none over in Hauppauge. And so, it's the little things that we take for granted, like air conditioning, electricity, Yeah, still no power. Wow. Welcome to KOPCAST, August 6, 2020. My name is Eric Martin Koppelman. A lot to talk about. This morning, 11:30 here in New York, Eastern Time, apparently the Attorney General has a statement to make, a very big, important statement to make, something with regards to, they're saying it could possibly be with regards to the president and his financial records that were obtained from Deutsche Bank. But we'll see what happens at 11:30 and report on that. I'm going to complain, bitch, and moan right after this. All right, because I got something. I got to get this off my chest. I've been contemplating whether I want to say it again, but I'm going to say it again. So welcome to KOPCAST. So what does Eddie's Pizza, Gotham Poke, Takumi Tacos, City Tamale, Savola Gourmet Sandwiches, and the Brooklyn Dessert Company all have in common? Well, they're all a part of the food truck catering, the original food truck catering company. You can let them take the worry and the work out of your next event. For information, go to their website, www.foodtruckcateringcompany.com. That's www.foodtruckcateringcompany.com. Yeah, these are the trucks, the carts, the stands, and the table setups that come to you. The original Food Truck Catering Company, www.foodtruckcateringcompany.com. Okay, whiskey lovers, it's time for you to rejoice, because right here on Long Island, you got Montauk Hard Label Whiskey. Their original whiskey is aged 3 years. It spends 2 to 3 years in a barrel. Wow. The mash bill, they say, 100% sweet corn, A designated, that is often reserved for bourbon, not whiskey. And it offers a smooth, yielding spirit. You got blueberry whiskey, which is a sweeter, spicier spirit with notes of vanilla, smoothed by bright fruit undertones. And you got their peach whiskey, the newest flavor addition, robust, peachy aroma that will immediately excite the senses. Yes, it's Montauk Hard Label Whiskey. Check them out on the web, Montauk Hard Label, LABEL.com. Montauk Hard Whiskey. Sounds good, especially during a pandemic or when you don't have power and you're sitting there at home and you can't watch TV and no lights or nothing like that, no air conditioning. Montauk Hard Label Whiskey. No, actually, it's great anytime. Try it. Their original whiskey, their blueberry, and their peach. MontaukHardLabel.com. I can't stand going to the Dunkin' Donuts. The parking lots are ridiculously small. It's crazy. I mean, it is just, when you consider the fact, all right, I'm a Dunkin' Donuts guy, all right? I know even at Starbucks, but over there in Commack, first off, I tried to go to a Dunkin' Donuts this morning over in Hauppauge. They were down because they didn't have power at the Dunkin' Donuts. Then I went over to the one in Commack, which I normally go to, and they're great there, but it was like the line out the door, okay? It was just, I think what it is maybe people don't have power, maybe they can't make coffee at home, maybe they just want to get air conditioning, I don't know what it is. But the biggest gripe I have is the parking lots. You cannot, then I finally ended up over at another one at Commack, and I'm sitting in the middle of the road. The drive-through lines are ridiculous. People, the store is open. I finally squeezed my way into the parking lot and found a parking spot. There's nobody in the store. You're on a drive-through line that's stretching out onto the highway. You park your car, get out of it, put your mask on, and walk into the store. So I'm in the middle of the road, right? Got my signal on, and the traffic into the parking lot is backed up to the road. Nobody's in the road as of yet. Well, here comes a guy, comes down the road, and he decides he's going to get behind the car that's sitting there. And I'm like, hello? You don't see me sitting here? I mean, that's kind of cutting. I mean, the guy was just oblivious to what was going on around him. So I finally, again, I squeezed my way through. I found a parking spot, then try to get out of there. Because now they're in the drive-through line, lined up tight, right up against each other's bumper. God forbid somebody gets in between them. And then you can't get out of the freaking parking lot. Dunkin' Donuts, you got it. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do, but you got to do something with these parking lots. Every single Dunkin' Donuts is ridiculously small. I mean, come on. You got to give people you're going to get people, you're going to get a large quantity of people coming through your drive-through or coming into your store. You got to do something with these parking lots, even Starbucks. And then yesterday, I don't know what they were giving away at Burger King and McDonald's. There's like a Burger King and a McDonald's right on the Smithtown-Comac border here. I don't know what they were giving away, but holy moly, around 12:30, 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I have never seen the drive-through lines the way they were at both restaurants, the Burger King and the McDonald's. It was ridiculous, and I don't know. I just don't get it. So I told you in a prior KOPCAST about my daughter having an experience with the bathroom at the Holiday Inn Express in Hauppauge. And I told you I would give you a follow-up to that. And the follow-up is this, is that the manager over there, Michelle, and also the front desk, the girl that was on the front desk at the time that I called, Rebecca, fabulous, absolutely fabulous. They took care of the problem. They did what they had to do. I'm sure that the decisions that they had to make were not favorable to them because, they lost a little bit there. But the bottom line is sometimes in business, you got to lose a little bit of something to be able to make a customer happy because it'll benefit you and your company in the long run. All right. And that's exactly what they did. They took care of everything with regards to compensation for my daughter. And I am very, very pleased to say that I'm happy with the people over at the Holiday Inn Express right there on the Long Island Expressway Service Road, south side, right in Hauppauge, right between Motor Parkway and Route 111. So, good job, guys. Good job to the Holiday Inn Express. Okay, so I said before that the New York State Attorney General is going to be doing a news conference around 11:30 this morning, and a major announcement. They say it's a major announcement. Of course, now the New York State Attorney General is a Democrat. All right, so the bottom line is, I don't know what's going to be said. I'll let you know when I hear about it. But, Donnie is saying, of course, it's just a continuation of the witch hunt. Here's the thing, folks. If somebody breaks the law, they need to be brought to justice. That's the bottom line, okay? But again, I mean, Trump put himself under a microscope by running for president. The way I look at it is, he didn't have to do this. All right? He was fine just where he was, doing what he was doing. For his own reasons, he chose to run and became the president of the United States. All right? And for the last 4 years, all they have done, all right, is just try so hard to catch him and to prosecute him and to get rid of him in every possible way that they can. The fact is, he's still here, all right, and he's running again for another 4 years. I really just wish that everybody would just get along and stop the nonsense and take into consideration the people of this country, because they're not, okay? They're taking into consideration their own personal agendas, and they're not getting things done the way they need to get done. Like right now, of course, you got a lot of people here that have filed for unemployment. I want to talk about that too, about unemployment, but we'll be right back. Okay, don't go anywhere. I've talked in the past about that amazing organization called Angels of Long Island. Debbie Loesch and Brittany Loesch started this organization with a 53-foot trailer on the side of their home in Bellport. They now have an amazing thrift store. But with everything going on over the last couple of months, the bills have been piling up, and they haven't been able to open. And there's still expenses. Even though the pandemic stops almost everything, it does not stop bills from coming to homeowners or business owners. And the bottom line is that Angels of Long Island need your help. It's very simple. You got bottles and cans at home, that you're throwing them out. I doubt very much anybody. Some people I see, they take them and they get their nickels back, but most people do not. All right, so here's the kick. Over there at their thrift store in Patchogue, all right, and I'm going to give you the address, okay? Bring your bottles and cans to them. You don't even have to get out of your car. Someone will take it out of the car for you. If you have more than 10 bags, they'll even come pick it up. The bottom line is what they're doing is they're offering a recycling program, which is good for the community and the environment, and it's helping them out a little bit financially. And it seems to be working. I had an interview with Debbie Loesch that I did last week, and it's working. It really is working. So I want to applaud all of you out there for taking part in this. But if you're not, take part in it, okay? Talk to your neighbors. Maybe if you know a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout and he wants to put something together to be able to do some kind of a project type thing or a whatever, all right? Let's get these bottles and cans over to Angels of Long Island. They're located at 350 East Main Street in Patchogue. Okay, so if you got on Route 112 heading south and you got down to East Main Street and made a left, take it down a little bit down. Now, here's the kick, all right, is that Angels of Long Island is kind of set back a little bit, all right? So watch your numbers. They're in it. You'll see it's a strip mall like a shopping center. They're in the back there, all right? You can't miss it. Got a big sign across the top that says Angels of Long Island, okay? If you need help, these are the type of people that don't ask questions. They do so many things with the stop and grabs, I think they call them. They give out school supplies to children, backpacks to children, food. They help people, and it's not like you got to fill out millions of forms of paperwork and basically beg, and you don't have that problem. They are helping Long Islanders, okay? They're helping people that need help. Let's help them. Simple. Give them your bottles and your recyclables, your cans. Give it to them. Bring it to them. If you get your neighbors together and you get more than 10 bags, call them up. They'll come get it. All right? If you got questions, 803-6775. That's 631-803-6775. Please help them who help us. Okay, so right now, the stimulus package, we lost the $600, that type of thing. The problem was, let's say it was, because at this point the $600 stimulus is not there in the unemployment package anymore. The problem is that a lot of people who are collecting unemployment with that stimulus were making more money by staying home than they were going to work. So a lot of them were like, why should I go to work when I can stay home? But now, without that $600, a lot of people that are collecting unemployment do not make enough money with the unemployment to be able to survive. Okay, so the government, the Democrats and the Republicans, are battling each other, trying to figure out a way of giving more money to people that have lost their jobs or that are on, that at this point, I guess you could say, that are on the unemployment. But the president also is talking about possibly taking an executive action to do something about this if the two sides cannot come to an agreement on this. But the bottom line, folks, is, you know what? Don't rely on unemployment. Do not. You can't. You got to do something. Get to work. Do something. Do Uber Eats. Do Grubhub. Do something. If you don't have a car or whatever like that, it's just so frustrating. It really, people say, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. No, you can do anything that you have to do in order to be able to survive. There's always a way, folks. There's always a way. Jenny's Cookies, for instance, Jennifer, she's got a full-time job, okay? But she was home during the quarantine and during the pandemic. What did she do? She started baking cookies, and now she's got a fully grown, blown out business where she's making deliveries not only here on the Long Island area, but all over the country. All right? So use your brains, folks. Think, be creative. All right? Don't rely on unemployment. It goes away, and then what? What are you left with? Come on. Creativity, folks. Creativity. Okay, so I try to keep the KOPCAST short, all right? And that's what everybody's telling me you like about that. You like being informed, but you also, some people do not have the time to sit there for, a significant amount of minutes to be able to listen to a podcast all through the day. So basically what KOPCAST is my ability to be able to do what I love to do and bring you information and news stories and things like that are happening locally, nationally, and worldwide. All right. We send our prayers out there to the people over there with the explosion in Beirut. Of course, now there's a lot of questions that need to be answered as to what exactly happened. DEFCON, the agency that's responsible for the letting us know, where we stand as far as like war and all the other good stuff that goes on. Basically, they came out with a statement that's saying, people are saying that the explosion was nuclear. And DEFCON says it was not, okay? Some people say it was an accident. Other people say it was an attack. I guess it's, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens here. I'm sure we will be hearing more about it today and in days to come, but our prayers go out to the people that were affected by this in Beirut. All right, for me, here goes the tongue again. Eric Martin Koppelman, this is KOPCAST. Okay, and you'll have a couple of KOPCasts today. We're going to get you out there. If you want to become a sponsor of KOPCAST, you can. I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be the most affordable, effective, cost-effective program that you will ever have the opportunity to be able to get involved in. So if you have a business, a song, a band, whatever it is that you want to promote, let me do it for you. Let me show you how I can do it. Okay? I can do it. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. All right? So for KOPCAST, wherever you are, well, my phone number is 631-838-9931, 631-838-9931. Call me. Let's talk. Wherever you are, make it a great day. KOPCAST is a production of iRadio USA in association with EMK Broadcasting. No part of this broadcast can be reproduced in any format without the express written permission of iRadio USA and EMK Broadcasting.